Houston is one of those American cities that can be hard to summarize in a single image. It is not just a skyline, a space center, an oil town, or a sprawling highway network. It is all of those things at once. With about 2.3 million people in the city at the 2020 census, Houston is the largest city in Texas, the largest city in the southern United States, and the fourth most populous city in the country. Its wider metropolitan area, Greater Houston, is home to roughly 7.8 million residents, making it one of the largest urban regions in the nation. But Houston's importance is not only about population. Its story is about geography, risk, trade, energy, medicine, space exploration, and diversity combining in one place. Houston sits in southeast Texas, near Galveston Bay and the Gulf of Mexico. That location matters more than it might seem at first. The city grew around bayous, especially Buffalo Bayou and White Oak Bayou, which connect the interior of Texas to coastal waters. Houston is the county seat of Harris County, though parts of the city extend into Fort Bend and Montgomery counties. Covering more than 640 square miles, it is one of the largest cities in the United States by land area. Unlike some major cities whose governments are consolidated with a county, Houston's municipal government stands on its own. That combination of size, spread, and location has shaped its identity as a city built outward, connected to water, highways, suburbs, industry, and global trade. The city began as a real estate gamble. On August 30, 1836, land investors founded Houston at the confluence of Buffalo Bayou and White Oak Bayou, a site now known as Allen's Landing. Texas had recently won independence from Mexico, and the new Republic of Texas was still taking shape. The city was named after Sam Houston, the general who had led Texan forces to victory at the Battle of San Jacinto, about 25 miles east of the settlement. Houston was incorporated as a city in 1837 and briefly served as the capital of the Republic of Texas. That early political role did not last long, but the name and location gave the settlement a powerful foundation for future growth. In the 19th century, Houston did not instantly become the giant it is today. Instead, it grew steadily as a regional trading center. Its advantage was practical. Goods could move between inland Texas and the Gulf Coast through a network of bayous, roads, and eventually railroads. The city became a place where cotton, lumber, supplies, and people moved through a growing commercial hub. But Houston's rise also depended on competition with nearby Galveston, which was long Texas's dominant port city. For decades, Galveston had the stronger coastal position. Houston, farther inland, had ambition but needed infrastructure. The turning point would come when disaster, engineering, and economic opportunity altered the balance between the two cities. The year 1900 changed the future of southeast Texas. A devastating hurricane struck Galveston, causing massive destruction and weakening its role as the state's leading port. Houston, located farther inland and therefore somewhat less exposed to direct coastal storm surge, gained strategic importance. But geography alone was not enough. To become a true maritime power, Houston needed a deeper, more reliable waterway connecting it to the Gulf. That led to the development of the Houston Ship Channel, one of the most important infrastructure projects in the city's history. The channel transformed Houston from an inland trading town into a major port city, allowing ocean-going vessels to reach industrial docks and warehouses deep inside the region. The Port of Houston became one of the engines of the city's growth. Today, it ranks first in the United States in international waterborne tonnage handled and second in total cargo tonnage handled. Those rankings reflect more than ships moving containers. The port is tied to petrochemicals, manufacturing, exports, imports, and the movement of raw materials. It connects Houston directly to global markets. This maritime strength also reinforced the city's industrial identity. Warehouses, refineries, pipelines, rail lines, and shipping terminals created an economic ecosystem that made Houston a gateway between Texas, the Gulf of Mexico, and the world. The port helped make Houston not just big, but globally connected. Oil accelerated Houston's rise dramatically. The Texas oil boom in the early 20th century helped turn the city into one of the energy capitals of the world. Houston was not simply near oil fields, it became the place where finance, equipment, engineering, shipping, and corporate decision-making came together. Companies involved in exploration, refining, pipelines, and oil field equipment found advantages in the city's port access, rail links, and business culture. Over time, Houston built a broad industrial base in energy, manufacturing, transportation, and related services. Its association with oil is so strong that many people still think of Houston first as an energy city. That reputation is accurate, but incomplete. One reason Houston is so resilient is that its economy diversified beyond oil. The city became a leader in healthcare through the Texas Medical Center, the world's largest concentration of healthcare and research institutions. This is not just a local hospital district, it is a massive complex of hospitals, medical schools, research labs, and specialized treatment centers. It attracts patients, doctors, scientists, and students from around the world. The medical center gave Houston a second identity, a place where advanced medicine and research are central to the economy. It also helped stabilize the city through periods when energy markets were volatile, proving that Houston's future would not depend on a single industry alone. Houston's other famous identity is Space City. NASA's Johnson Space Center is located in the Houston area and is home to Mission Control, the command center associated with some of the most important moments in human spaceflight. When people hear the phrase, "Houston, we have a problem," they are hearing the city's name as a symbol of technical expertise under pressure. Johnson Space Center strengthened the city's role in aeronautics, engineering, science, and high-skill employment. It also changed Houston's cultural image. The city was no longer only a port and oil capital. It became associated with the future, with astronauts, moon missions, and the complex systems required to explore beyond Earth. Houston is also a headquarters city. It has the second most Fortune 500 headquarters of any U.S. municipality within its city limits. That concentration reflects the city's role as a corporate command center, especially for energy, engineering, logistics, and related industries. A headquarters city does more than employ executives. It attracts lawyers, consultants, accountants, technology workers, real estate development, financial services, and international business networks. Houston's corporate base is tied to its practical strengths: space to grow, access to global transport, a deep labor pool, and a long history of industry. This helps explain why Houston functions as the southeastern anchor of the Texas Triangle, the megaregion linking Houston, Dallas-Fort Worth, Austin, and San Antonio. Yet Houston is not defined only by industry. It is one of the most diverse major cities in the United States and has been described as the most racially and ethnically diverse major city in the country. Its population includes many ethnic, religious, and cultural communities, along with a large and growing international population. This diversity is visible in neighborhoods, languages, restaurants, festivals, religious institutions, and small businesses. Houston's global economy helped attract people from around the world, but its affordability compared with some coastal cities also played a role. The result is a city where international culture is not limited to a tourist district, it is woven into everyday life across the metropolitan area. Houston's cultural institutions add another layer to its identity. The Houston Museum District brings together major museums, galleries, and educational spaces, while the Houston Theater District is one of the country's notable centers for performing arts. These institutions show how the city has matured from a trading post and industrial hub into a global city with strengths in culture, medicine, research, business, and science. Its nicknames capture different pieces of the same story: Bayou City for its waterways, Space City for NASA, hometown, and the 713 for local pride. Houston's rise was not inevitable. It was built through location, infrastructure, disaster recovery, energy, innovation, and migration. That is why Houston remains one of America's most consequential cities. If you found this helpful, please like this video and subscribe for more explainers.